Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new. Today we are in the kitchen and we are going to do a little spring refresh. I'm excited to bring in some new decor, switch up some of the decor that I already have, but I'm doing very simple spring decorating that will get me transitioned into the summer months. I'm going for a very neutral, relaxing, almost rustic vibe, and I am bringing in some spring florals. So we're gonna put some arrangements together, make some little vignettes, decorate some floating shelves, and I'm also going to spruce up my kitchen sink area. So if you're looking for some ideas on how to refresh your kitchen for spring/summer, then you're in the right place. Make sure to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm starting out by decorating these floating shelves in one corner of our kitchen. So for the bottom shelf, I'm adding a landscape art picture and I'm using that as my focal point. And then on the top shelf, I have some vintage items like this vintage scale. I also have this pitcher that is like a pottery piece I found antiquing. I have some wooden spoons in there and it has some blue stripes around it. So I'll be incorporating some of those pottery pieces in my decor for summertime and spring. So I've got a little pitcher that also has some blue stripes, a few plants in some pots, and I'm just sticking with a very neutral color scheme. And then I have some taupe bowls and I'm just placing those on the shelf, keeping it pretty short as far as height goes since it is a taller shelf. And then for the bottom shelf, I have another vase, I have a few ramekins, and then some books. I love adding cookbooks into my decor. And then I have this for my spices. And then now I'm going to add some real houseplants. I've been loving incorporating houseplants into my decor, and I'm thankful for Planta to be sponsoring this portion of today's video because they have helped me so much. Planta is the award-winning plant care app that helps keep your plants alive, and it has over 5 million downloads and helps take care of over 200 million plants a week. Planta will remind you when it's time to water, mist, fertilize, clean, and repot each of your plants using their intelligent care schedule that's individually adapted to each plant's unique care preference based on your local weather, temperature, humidity, daylight, plant size, and more. They also have other features like Dr. Planta that can help you figure out what's wrong with your plants and set up a treatment plan. You can also scan your houseplants to find out your plant's name and how to care for them specifically. So I took pictures of both of my plants and figured out how much water they need each week, and Planta sends me reminders now on when I need to water them and everything, and it makes it so easy. So they also have a light meter that will let you know which plants like sunlight and which prefer a lower light condition. Planta also helps you discover your plant interest based on your skill, interest, app usage, and more. So I've been loving using Planta to help me keep my houseplants thriving. You can use my code Kaylin14 for a 14-day free trial on the 12-month Planta premium plan. So I will have all of that information linked down below in my description box. But I know you guys will love Planta as much as I do, especially if you are trying to keep some houseplants alive in your home. Okay, now I'm going to create a little vignette using this DIY pottery vase that I thrifted and then painted over with baking soda. And these little flower stems I thought were so cute. I believe they're little daisies, but I just love the color of them. And then I also have this cloche and I have a little toothpick holder inside. This is practical decor and it's something that we actually reach for quite often. And then I'm gonna finish it off by styling this little ramekin, and I have this glass jar inside with some gold stir spoons, another thing that I use every single day, and it's really handy to have it in arm's reach. So this is the vignette, very simple with just natural elements like the wood and pottery and a little pop of gold. setup I've had by my stove for a while now, probably since January, and I'm leaving it exactly how it is. I love the way it looks. I just have a cookbook holder and I switch out the cookbooks for whatever recipe I'm using. I also have this holder that has a little basket with some greenery and cutting boards and a pot holder. I do take this down whenever I am cooking though. The basket, it does stick out just a little bit. And then I have this copper teapot that I like to keep, and then I have a crock with some wooden spoons, and then my oil and some salt and pepper on a little riser next to the stove. So now we're going to style this empty area on the other side of the cabinet, and I'm just going to add a riser, and I'm adding this really cute tea towel. It reminded me of spring. I have this sweet latte candle from Copper Candle Co., and I'm putting a cloche over top of it, and then I'm finishing off with a faux rosemary plant in this really cute pot, and that is it. Just a little pop of greenery and some added height, and it also kind of deters your eye from the light switch and electrical outlet. Now for the other side of the kitchen is our sink area. We have a few more floating shelves. I am leaving up the decor that you see here, but we're going to add some cute spring things to this area, like my little diffuser station. So first we're going to style this landscape art picture. I love this one, and I'm adding a white pitcher full of tulips, and then I'm adding a white riser that my diffuser is going to sit on, and I put the picture there so I could hide the diffuser cord. It always drives me nuts seeing the cords, but you gotta have them, so I try to hide it as much as possible. Now I'm using my Well & Rooted Duo. This is so good. We've got Farmhouse Fields, my original scent, and then Springtime Clean. And I do have a discount code if you guys would like to save 20% off your order. But I love these oils so much. They're what I use every single day. So I'm going to use the Farmhouse Fields diffuser oil blend and put it into my diffuser, just a few drops, and then we will get it running, and it smells incredible. So gotta get the scents going, and this one is perfect for springtime. I also wanted to switch out my hand and dish soap, so I have these little containers, and I'm going to add my hand soap and dish soap to them. I have the Mrs. Meyer's lilac scent for spring. It smells so good, but I don't love the packaging. It's a little too bright for my neutral aesthetic kitchen, so I have these amber glass jars, and I'm just going to put these little labels on there and set them next to the sink. I've done lots of different setups with my soaps next to the sink, having like wooden cutting boards underneath and faux plants, but I decided to keep this area just very streamlined and simple. So I'm just going to place these on the counter so it doesn't look too cluttered. I'm also adding this little plate, and I'm going to set my brush on here that I use to clean my dishes with. That way I don't have to get water all over the counter after I use it. And I'm also switching out my hand towels for some fresh new ones that are very neutral. I like to get the ones that I can actually use to dry my dishes off that are really absorbent. So grab some of those. And then for this shelf, I'm adding a few cookbooks and another jug that's a pottery piece with the blue stripes. And then I'm just going to finish off the look with my bamboo drying rack. I'm going to place it kind of by the sink, but I also wanted it to be center under the shelf just because I feel like it looked symmetrical that way. So another practical decor piece. Last but not least, I have my kitchen island. So here are the pieces that I'm going to use to create a little vignette to go on the island. So I have a basket, some greenery, florals, a pottery vase, candle, some books, and a vintage looking rabbit. And I'm going to start by putting the greenery into the vase. It's a shorter vase, that way even though it's on the kitchen island, you'll still be able to kind of see like around it. And then I'm adding some tulips just into the greenery. That's a great way to save money on your florals, is to just get some greenery that will be the bulk and then just add a few floral stems in. Next, I have this large wicker basket. I'm just going to place the vase in it, and then I'm going to add a few books that I got from an antique show. And then I'm going to add this little rabbit and this candle. This is also from the Well and Rooted, and it smells incredible. It's the Welcome Home scent. So I have that on the books, and I'm just going to light it and get the kitchen smelling super good. And that is everything that I did to the kitchen for springtime. I kept it very simple, just adding in some really pretty spring florals like the tulips and greenery, and really fresh and refreshing spring scents. I love creating little vignettes and just styling my kitchen and home very simply, but still having like a very cohesive feel. So hopefully this gave you some decorating inspiration that is simple and practical and also very affordable.
Could hear my father's voice, he would tell me to move on. He would say I'll be just fine. Yeah, he would tell me we have time to laugh and time to heal. Our favorite song is on.
Thank you guys for spending some time with me today, decorating our kitchen and getting it all ready for spring. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye, friends.